Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Brakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. And today's video is going to be entitled, Always Prefer Experience Over Vanity. And, this is just a lesson, based off, some spiritual thoughts, especially after, that little gathering, we had in the Lake of the Ozarks this past weekend, the Wadi Halbashim Yashai, once again, for letting brothers get together in fellowship and learn, and soak up game and soak up this wisdom, because we have the tools and the accessibility to do that by having elders, by having men that have endured through a lot and have gained experience. Now they're able to pass that along. Now, when you come into the truth, there's a plethora of different avenues you can go to as far as camps. See what I'm saying? Waiting for Perry. Salaki. You can join the Purple Boy camp. You can join the All Black camp. You can join the Sticks at Camp camp. You can join that Glock in my lap camp. You can join the damn Sea Mermaid camp. You can join the Ain't No Miracle camp. For those who know what I'm saying, right? But that is vanity. You see, the thing about Great Millstone is that they have experience. You see, and a lot of the fruit the apostles had, I wouldn't say a lot, but a good amount of fruit that the apostles had in 2007 and beyond is still around and still being fruitful in themselves. So to have the ability to learn from men who were able to not only find the truth at his early growing stages with the internet, but to also be steadfast and remain in the truth, and still be able to edify, is a blessing that a lot of other individuals don't have. Some of the guys you guys in these other camps are calling elders, they were just in the truth for, let's say 10 years. Let's say 7 years, 8 years, but you're calling them an elder. You see? In this fold that we have, in this thing of ours, we have men that were in the truth in 2007. See what I'm saying? That's what, 14, 15, 16 years. You see? While me as a young man, I was in middle school trying to get my first kiss. Trying to go to my first party. These men were out there laboring. You know what I'm saying? Going out to the highways and byways, doing all the things that we do now. They've seen men come and go. They seen scoffers, they seen demons. They didn't dealt with the curses. They didn't dealt with all the downfalls of being a man of the Lord, and they also felt all the blessings that come with the man of the Lord. They didn't seen chariots. They know how to move in certain situations, and by that wisdom of experience, they were able to be fruitful to other men. Now, like I said, man, a lot of you in these other camps, you gonna have an elder that's only been in the truth for 8 years, half the time of what these men been in. You have elders, people that are being called elders, or members that are, leaders, only been in the truth 5, 6, 7 years. You see, that's why the title of the video is, you have to prefer experience, because brothers just not pulling the things that they say out of their ass. They going off own personal testimony. That's why I got this. Sirach 25 verse 4 says, oh, how comely a thing is judgment for gray hairs, and for ancient men to know counsel. You see, and the apostles, they came into the truth when they had black hair, when they were young men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the elders came into the truth when they were young men. Now, when you see them today, what do they got? They got gray hairs. You know, but that came with the experience and remaining steadfast in the doctrine. It says, oh, how comely is wisdom of old men, and understanding and counsel to men of honor. It said, much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High is their glory. And that's all that we have. That's all that we have been preaching and teaching, and the things that we were taught was to fear the Lord. You know, the apostles, elders in Connecticut, and other camp heads, regional heads, you know, other elders that came in 2007 and beyond. They don't teach you anything outside of fearing the Lord. They don't teach you to you know, physically escape Babylon. Oh, we got to get plane tickets and escape this bitch before the missiles drop. They don't teach you of carnality. Oh, we got to bring these sticks to camp in case Esau start tripping. You know, they don't teach us folly. You know, oh, we gotta get this fashion show together for Passover. No, none of that, man. Only thing that, you know, that speaking from personal testimony, the main thing that I've been taught in Great Millstone was fear the Lord and remain humble. And that's the type of vibration that you want to have put on you, being a younger Israelite in this truth. Because if you get distracted by all the bullshit that these other camps put out, you will invest in that and think, you know, and have a misconstrued idea what this truth is all about. You know, by just being around elders, you know, men that's been enduring. You know, I have a better understanding of what I'm involved in. You know, not just for my personal reasons, but the bigger picture. You know, this is all about enduring for the elect and putting the right vibration out. You see, because we have to counteract a lot of the BS that other men are doing just to line up their own profits, line up their own pockets, I would say. But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 8. It says, for man desire much experience. This is that she, when it says she knoweth things of old, that she being wisdom. Say, for man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. Right, you're going to understand parables. You're going to know how to read between the lines, as they say in the world. Because everything that's put out there in face value, there's always a underlying message if you have the wisdom to perceive that. Now it says, she knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times. Right, the wisdom is going to give you a good understanding of prophecy. And you're going to be able to also make that understanding of prophecy as simple as it can be. Right? The Revelation 13 and 16, that's being made as simple as it can be. But that's only through the experience of the apostles seeing other doctrines, seeing other bullshit, knowing, nah, this don't line up. You know, the only thing that lines up with the Revelation 13, 16 is that rice grain, right? It said, therefore, I purpose to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things and a comfort in cares and grief. For her sake, I shall have estimation among the multitude and honor with the elders, though I be young. You see, because a man that teaches the upright doctrine, a man that doesn't hesitate to preach the whole counsel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, he's a very honorable man. You know, regardless of how long you've been in the truth. But the only way you get to that level is being around men with the experience, and you got to prefer that. You know, you can't be like niggas we know in the Israelite world that just completely buck up against their elders and say they need to retire. No, they have the experience. They'll be able to school you on shit in your personal life that you think you got it. Hey, they'll put you on a level, man. That's what I'm trying to say. But this is Sirach 6 verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. But what are you hearing the words from? Are you hearing the words from nigga-minded, carnal-minded, women worshiping niggas? Or are you hearing the truth from the real man of the Lord? It say, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. That don't mean disrespect him that is wise. That don't mean discount the words of him that is wise. It says, stand with the multitude of elders and cleave unto him that is wise. You know? So opportunities that Jake has, even, you know, within your own camp to learn something, even with these gatherings that brothers do, you know, even if you have the ability to travel, you know, these are good building blocks to your spiritual foundation. It says, be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. That don't mean, you know, you got to be at a brother crib every day and just get on his fucking nerve and follow him like you a lost puppy. But that means that you should make a conscious effort to soak up wisdom, to soak up experience, ask questions. You know, when you was this age in the truth, how did you do this? You know, when you was growing in the truth, how did you approach this? You know, certain issues in your personal life, even if it's not regarding the scriptures. These men know how to operate just because they had that experience of being men of the Lord. So, hey, take advantage of your resources, man. And then for a lot of you sincere brothers, if you're a sincere brother and you in a different camp, you know, hey, consider who you're around. Consider how much experience you have in your current situation and how much experience you could be around, you know, because me, I like basketball, right? Going back to the first round of the playoffs, LeBron versus the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were more athletic. They were younger. You know, they had more energy, right? They had all the pizzazz. But guess what? The Lakers had that experience. The Lakers had been through the playoffs. The Lakers knew how to handle, you know, down to the wire situations. They knew how to handle 7-game series. The Grizzlies, yeah, they were more athletic. They were more energized. You know, they were way more younger. But they didn't have the experience, so they ended up failing, man. So I'm going to leave it at that. All praises, honor, and glory, it goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, bracket thumbs to the whole select. Shalom, shalom.